Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to stream this video game that I play once again. This video game with horrible graphics.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I was a little bit slow on getting the bot turned on for that, but that is a pullback to the ribbon and hopefully a resumption of the uptrend.
Target filled.
So yeah, just a video game with really bad graphics. Each one of these lines is exactly 16 ticks tall. Once it goes to that 17th tick from the bottom or the top of the candle, it starts working on the next candle. So when we get a trend like this, the name of the game is to wait for a pullback, either a pullback to the ribbon and or a pullback to the oversold in this case. And then in the case of an uptrend, we look for the reversal candle. This up close right here. Pretty simple game. And if you treat it like it doesn't really mean anything, it's just a game. Sometimes you get a green trade, sometimes you get a red trade. Now we're flirting here with yesterday's high of day. So we're going to wait a little bit, see what it wants to do. Going to avoid trading in this area because there will be a lot of resistance. A lot of trickiness. Yeah, so this was a valid entry right here, and that would have failed, obviously. And this was another valid entry, and that also would have failed. Not that I would take two trades in a row like that. It's only one trade per move. But now, am I going to look for a short? Not yet. Not yet. This is a lot of bullishness. I don't think it's done. If it's really going to be bearish now, I need to see some hard evidence of that. So here we have a ribbon touch. If this closes down and goes down nicely, then I will start to become more interested in shorts. But yeah, it's not happening. So now what I like to do sometimes, well, especially if we get a fresh high in this move. But what I'll do is I'll take a ribbon bounce right here. If it comes down to the ribbon, I'll turn on the buy bot here.
Order submitted.
Now, if it goes too low, I'll turn this off.
Order filled.
Okay, I got slipped 1 or 2 ticks. But the bulls kind of proved their self by not allowing this pullback to go too deep. Oh, come on. Don't mess with me. I went 1 tick. You know what? I'm going to move my stop to break even plus 2 ticks just in case. Probably a
Stop
bad
filled.
idea, but we'll see. Okay. So the trend doesn't really want to continue. Now we're going sideways, so I'm just going to chill for a bit here. My target was right there, 71.50. It's probably going to go now. Yeah. Yep. Should have just been patient with that one. I made a bad move in the video game of trading. That's okay. All right, so we have a fresh high. Let's get a pullback to the ribbon and or the oversold.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Well, it really is going sideways now, so I'm going to take a chance here and run downstairs and grab a coffee. I'll be back in a few minutes. Whew, all right, back. Excuse me, I am back. And we have a downtrend. Not a lot has happened since I took a coffee break. Looks like we got a little move down, a little move up, a little shake and bake. And now we have, let's say, we have a decent downtrend.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, well, we're going to see how strong this downtrend really is. I played the game correctly. This is a valid trade setup. Now I just need to wait for it to play out. It's probably going to bounce at these lows again and make me stress out a little bit, like I said. Hey, Randwolf. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I don't have a lot of confidence in this trade. A lot of buying right here. But we're not yet into these lows here. We're not into these lows here. So there could be some more selling before they go back to the sideways price action, but we shall see. I like that the stop is positioned over this high right here. It gives me a little feeling of security, I guess you could say. But I don't like the fact that my target is below all of these lows. The sellers are just going to have to get in gear here.
Target
There
filled.
we go. Nice. Okay. So the video game worked out properly this time. Wow.
Order submitted. Order
Oops.
filled.
I think I decided against taking that trade and turned off the bot at the same time that I was actually getting filled. So I shouldn't have done that. I should have just turned it on, left it on. That was a quick, easy trade right there. Not sure why I did that. I think I lost a couple of ticks. Yep. Got short. And then as soon as you turn off the bot, it exits the trade.
Order submitted. Order filled.
So it did make a fresh low right here, and obviously pulled back to the ribbon and got the down close there. So valid trade setup. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Well, that was frustrating. My target is 1975. The low there was 2 ticks higher.
Stop filled.
All right. So that was the reason I didn't take this trade. And I should have taken this trade and skipped this trade, apparently. The reason I was scared of taking this trade is because we were right down into, so we were right at, we were bouncing from about 820. We're right here. Look at all the bounces at 820. 16,820 is an area of buying. So that's why I got scared at the last minute and thought I shouldn't take this short. And that was the one I should have taken. And then this is the one. I mean, this was a legit setup as well. It did make a fresh low here and it pulled back to the ribbon. Beautiful reversal candle right there. So that was definitely a valid trade setup. But right now we're in this sort of this sort of sideways area right through here. So it's going to end up being an area of ambiguity, sideways price action. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just going to blast lower. Double check, see if there's any news this morning. It is Wednesday. Yeah, no real news today. So the bears are currently stronger. We don't quite have a fresh low in this move, but now we do. So definitely interested
Order
in a
submitted.
pullback here. That is oversold. Excuse me, overbought on the indicator there.
Order filled.
I'm going to give this a little bit more room. And actually, I'm going to look to add a second contract.
Order filled.
Scalp in and out of this a little bit.
Target filled.
$21 plus 7.5 is 28.5.
Order submitted. Order filled.
$7.29. This would actually be 30.25.
Stop filled.
Okay. I really thought the Bears had the advantage here, and we're gonna send it lower, so it's all right. So once again, this area in here is holding as support. So I would have to give the advantage now to the bulls. I think if I can get a decent pullback here, I'm gonna get sort of aggressive. I need at least to get, I mean, technically I should wait for a touch of the ribbon, but I think I'm gonna, yeah.
Order submitted. Order filled.
$8.25.
Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled.
All right, failed long setup right there. Another failed long setup right there, which is why I added the second contract. I probably should have had my stop way down here below these lows. But for now, this is very sideways. And so I am going to wait. So tempting to buy right here. Sort of a triple bottom right here. It's very, very tempting. Yeah, that would not have worked out too well.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Target filled. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled. Order submitted. Order canceled.
So this is kind of looking like just a liquidity grab or a trap, whatever you want to call it. They broke the price lower than these previous lows. This kind of a double bottom here. They broke it lower just for a little while and trapped a bunch of traders, including myself, into going short there on the breakdown.
Order submitted.
Wait a second. No.
Order canceled.
No, reversal reversal change. What am I saying? Trend reversal. So I need, there we go.
Order
I need
submitted.
the ribbon.
Order filled.
I do not believe that they can get that low again. So 1350.
Order submitted.
Come on, just hit my target. Enough of this 1 or 2 ticks.
Target filled.
There we go. So that is a perfect textbook setup right there. We had a downtrend. We changed trend, pulled back right to the ribbon, right to the black line, up close, go long right there. That's going to work a lot of the time, especially in the bigger picture context when we're coming out of these lows here. The little liquidity grab / bear trap right here. We've had a lot of buying at these lows. That's as close as you get to a sure thing in this kind of trading.
Order submitted.
Oh, wait a second.
Order canceled.
So we need to pull back to the oversold. Now
Order
we have
submitted.
it.
Order filled.
625. 625. With this $50,000 Apex evaluation account, I have no problem trading 2 contracts. Sometimes I'd trade 2 contracts right at the order entry. Other times I play these little games, as my wife would say, "Oh, you're getting cute." Yeah, sometimes I do that because I feel like we have a very strong uptrend, bigger picture context, all of that. So I'm very bullish, but I am aware that sometimes they do those extra deep pullbacks just to shake out traders like me that have their stop a little bit too tight. So I want to give this room.
Target filled.
There we go. Now we'll get ready for the next one. So again, trend reversal, pull back to the ribbon, perfect entry right here. Strong uptrend, higher highs, and this pullback was perfect right here. This candle right here brought the indicator to an oversold, and then the entry is right here on this up close. So it might have a hard time pulling back decently because this is pretty strong. So if we get back to the oversold, we're not getting there. So I'm just watching this indicator here. If I can see that drop down to the oversold like that,
Order
turn on the buy
submitted.
bot. This is a strong trend. So it looks and it almost feels kind of crazy to be thinking about contemplating going long right here at the highs. But when you have such a strong move, you have to take advantage and milk it until you can't milk it anymore. Sometimes you just get a really strong trend where
Order
it
filled.
can't even pull back. It can't even pull back to the ribbon, 4150, 40. Let's try 4350 actually. Let's try 43. So just in case it wants to get a little deeper on this pullback, I'm okay. I'm very bullish right now. Short term, I'm very, very bullish. At least until we get up to these previous highs. So you want to pull back a little deeper, go for it. Be my guest. This is what I'm talking about by being aggressive. Here we go. Come on. Just rip off the Band-Aid. You know you're going there. You know you're going there and then some. Really, I should be more aggressive with my target. I should probably be using a 40 tick target. 49, 59. Go on. Thank you. Go on now. See the bears, they can't stop it right now. They cannot stop it. They're trying. But
Target filled.
traders that started getting short as this was moving down, hopefully they took some profits down here when we broke below the double bottom. But for those contracts that they're still holding short, they're just getting stopped out as this keeps moving higher. Oh, almost back to break even. Goodness gracious. We had a really bad string right there. I had a really bad run there. That is a ribbon
Order submitted.
bounce, potentially. A rare touch of the ribbon.
Order filled.
44.50.
Order submitted.
So in a strong trend like this, it just won't even make a double bottom. You know, it's just with the continuous higher lows, higher highs.
Order filled.
I'm happy with that. I got no problem. I'm going to give this plenty of room down to this low here. No worries. Now, I'm not going to let it go crazy, obviously.
Order canceled.
But I'm not going to let it shake me out. This trend is not over. I mean, I have a lot of conviction that it's not over. That I don't like. I don't like the pullback to the ribbon and then the down close. That would usually equate to a short entry, but it would be pretty crazy to go short right now in this strong uptrend. $33.75. So let's be a little bit more conservative. This is what I mean. I think this is just a pullback in an overall uptrend. It's just a slightly deeper pullback in an overall uptrend. If I'm wrong, I'm going to get stopped out for a big loss. But if I'm right, I'm going to get two 30-tick winners. $48.75. Well, shit.
Order filled.
Low risk entry. Oh, come on. Missed this one by like 6 ticks. Missed this one by 4 ticks. What they have to do is they have to keep taking it a little bit lower and a little bit lower to trap more traders and find that liquidity to resume pushing it higher. It's just a game. Come on now. Let's go. Come on, just pop up there. It's not hard. Come on, just get up there. You can do it. Just a few ticks higher. Come on. Oh my God.
Target filled.
The sellers really are giving it their best effort, but I think this pullback is over. That's what I'm betting on right now. We had a shallow pullback, shallow pullback, shallow pullback, deep pullback, 2-legged pullback. Come on, go the distance, man. Don't mess around with me.
Target filled.
Thank you. So definitely some risk involved there. Definitely took some risk on that trade. As many as 3 contracts open. Now I can trade up to 10 contracts with the 50K Apex account. Of course, I never want to get that deep into a position. And I think this is going to go. If I was really ballsy, I would put my last target way up here. I think that's where it's going. But I'm going to be quite happy with this. If I can go just a bit higher. What is it going to do? Stop one tick short or go to the exact
Target
tick. There we
filled.
go. Okay. Wow, after all of that work, I'm only up 328 bucks. So still got trading to do. But yeah, it's about a 1 hour stream at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I would say, this trade in here was getting a little bit creative. I did have stops. They were larger stops than I would normally use, but the stops that I was using, they were there. I wasn't just trading without a stop, without some kind of protection. Just had larger stops because I had more conviction. I really felt like a high degree of conviction that this was just a pullback and we were going to be heading higher. I could have easily been wrong. Even though you have high conviction, doesn't mean you're going to be right. Which is why I had my stops in place, and it would have sucked, and I would have had a lot of work to do to try to get back to break even if that had kept going lower and stopped me out. But it is what it is. So yeah, we had some real difficulties in this area here. Well, we started the day with an easy win. For some reason, I moved my stop to break even here. Oh, because it was into the yesterday's high of day. That ended up being a poor decision because it would have went all the way to my target. Easy short right there. And I was actually up 2 trades, I guess, at that point. Yeah, I was up like almost 300 bucks. And then we had this little snafu right here. That should have been a full win, but I got nervous and tried to turn off the bot at just the wrong instant, just a little bit too late. This is a frustrating trade. That's a valid entry. I got stopped out almost to the tick, and then it went right to target. The bears look strong here, so this was a valid trade. I added on at the ribbon because I'm allowed to do that, and yeah, it decided to reverse. And then I thought, okay, we're going to reverse out of here. I was a little bit too early on the reversal here. Took a couple of longs and got stopped out. This was a winner, short for the win. That was a clear-cut trade. This was definitely a valid trade. Bears seemed to be in control, but it just didn't work. Got stopped out there. 3 longs in a row, perfect. And then the big 3 contract trade. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Tough day with price action. Thanks, Travis. Yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth. Sometimes I want to be more like my friend and just be a robot and just be super patient and just wait for the perfect trade entries. Other times I want to trust my read of the price action. So this was a nice strong move. The big context or the big picture context was we were coming out of a liquidity grab bear trap right here at an area where price had bounced many times. So I thought this would be a strong move. It was a strong move, and I thought that this pullback would just turn out to be a deeper pullback in an overall uptrend. And that's why I had so much conviction. So, but yeah, I go back and forth. Do I want to just be a robot and trade exactly perfectly correctly, or do I want to sometimes use my own read and my own discretion to try to be more creative with the price action? If you're going for a payout, be careful with add-ons with Apex. Yeah, it's pretty tough with the funded account. Yeah, it's pretty strict. And that trailing drawdown, what you have to do is you have to make the same amount of profit plus $100 of your, let's say your trailing drawdown is $1,500. You want to make $1,600 in profit. And then if you do a withdrawal at that point, you're actually eating into your trailing drawdown. So let's say you start with a 25K account and you go to 26,600. If you then withdraw, let's say $600, now your account is 26,000. You can't draw down 1,500 from there. You can only draw down 900 from there. So you actually want to give yourself a buffer. Like if I was on the 25K, I would want to make, like, let's say 2,500 and then only withdraw maybe 1,000 or 800 or something like that. And that way I still have my full trailing drawdown of $1,500. I'm kind of interested in taking this trade, to be honest,
Order submitted.
but it's coming right off of that.
Order canceled.
I'm going to chill. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting quandary for me. Robot or creative price action trader or something in between. I don't know. Oh man, that's so tempting. That's a really good setup.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I'm taking it. Win, lose, or draw. Well, win or lose. I mean, it's a valid setup. The only questionable part is trying to go long right into yesterday's high. They try to push it back down. But I don't even need a higher high here. I like that. I just have to get through that resistance. Come on, baby. They're not going to give it to me, are they? This is the this is the part too where it's tough to just be a robot and just not do anything with these orders. It also can be very emotionally taxing to have a trade go that close to your target and then come all the way back and stop you out. It looks like that's what's going to happen. Oh, for Pete's sake. Brutal.
Stop filled.
Brutal. Oh man. See? Now you second guess yourself. Oh, maybe I should have moved my stop to break even plus a couple of ticks. But then as soon as you start second guessing that, then you get trades like this where you screw yourself. Like I shouldn't have. If I hadn't moved my stop to break even plus 2 ticks, I would have gotten my full target. I mean, it's just trading. It is a bummer, but that's the most important part, is to not get emotionally attached to this video game that I'm playing. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.